Distance nerding.
Hey! Hello, Sacramento. What
And
up,
world.
ladies and gentlemen?
What up,
And
the world?
Well, it's like hello, San Diego, right?
Oh,
What up, ladies and gentlemen? We are here. It is time. It is that Tuesday. And ladies and gentlemen, you know what that means. It is time for Distance Nerding.
yes.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now experiencing Distance Nerding. I am your boy, Young Phil. He is the Jamez 5000.
And we're here to nerd together.
Oh my God, we actually did that together.
Nailed it for the 279th time. Holy cow. Talking about anything, pop culture, news, movies, food, music, wrestling, comics, Comic-Cons, whatever you're nerding out on, we want to talk about it.
Of course, ladies and gentlemen, you can let us know. You can hit that subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube, listen on any podcast app, or drop a 5-star review. Really does help us out, guys. Excuse me.
He's dying.
I know. Excuse me. You can follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, TikTok, all at Distance Nerding. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, we got merch, and you can get that merch too. All you got to do is head over to www.streamlabs.com/distance nerding/merch and get some of that sweet merch. You know what we need to what like shirt we need to get up, and I know Geek Freaks is working on theirs, but like we need to do the same thing.
What's that?
That Dungeon Crawler Carl logo.
Heck yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah, I need to get on Shadoo like right now and be like, dude, Dungeon Crawler Carl, I need the logo now.
Yeah. I like that. Let's do it. I like
Yeah.
it.
We have all these logo shirts. Like, why not have a Distance Nerding logo shirt, right? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to jump right into this. You have now stumbled onto the worst kept secret on all of the internet. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now watching Distance Nerding. Let's get it. There we go. I'm ready for it. You ready for it, James?
Let's get it.
All right. Well, let's let all the people know what they're in store for. What do we got on deck?
Spidey rumors are tingling. Gray Hulk is here. George Lucas joins another franchise. And then Toy Story is back. The Grinch is back. Stitch is back. ThunderCats are back. Nostalgia is in full effect.
That's right. So let's jump all into this, guys. I'm excited to talk about the things we got to talk about today. Let's go right into this. It's time to get into our first sponsor of the show. James, who is bringing everybody the show here?
Check out Colossus Girl Entertainment fan-focused Comic-Cons across the West Coast, including Beaver State Comic-Con, Meadowlark, Anna Medford, Tri-Cities Powerhouse, Silver Age Comic-Con, that's the next one coming up, and Gem State Comic-Con. Comics, cosplay, vendors, artists, celebrity guests, and more. Visit ColossusGirlENT.com and plan your next Comic-Con.
And it's all kinds of fun, guys. I'm so ready for second. I was gonna say Gem State, but for Silver Age Comic Con, guys. It's always a good time. The venue in Reno is always fun to do shows at. So I'm excited for what we're gonna be doing here.
Yep. And if you want a tasty taste of what's happening at the cons, check out our Instagram, but also check out our YouTube. We have a playlist called A Comic Conversation, and Philippe's dropping new ones like every week or so now.
Right. And then on top of that, if you guys are following us, you know, we'll be talking about this on Thursday for the Geekend update. But we did do Sinister Creature Con this weekend, and that was an absolute blast.
Awesome.
Yeah. So it really was. So let's get into the first segment of the show here, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to get into all the news that we got. Let's talk to our man on the ground for all the Marvel news. It's time for some straight from Jay Jonah.
Do. So no music. No. All right. Maybe we should stick to no music. Okay. Was Punisher One Last Kill the one last special presentation? Marvel Studios is shifting focuses to the multiverse saga with its next two big Avengers movies, I should say, and priority to put the Marvel Cinematic Universe on a good path. But what does that mean for Marvel TV on Disney Plus, following the release of The Punisher One Last Kill, fans have been wondering if Marvel plans to continue producing these standalone stories that give characters a chance to shine outside of the traditional movie and series format. What do you, real quick, before I read Brad Winterbaum's quote, what do you think about the Marvel special presentation one shots? They're kind of one shots for the
Right.
most part.
I think we need more. Honestly, I think we need a whole hell of a lot more of those one shots, just because they've told really good stories. They had a really good Halloween story with with
Werewolf by
Werewolf by Night a couple years back. Again, they re-released it in from black and white to color, which gave me another reason to go watch it. There's a lot of characters that I feel like these one shots could be a way where, when we have a little while where we haven't seen a character, you can do a one shot and say, "Hey, here's what this character's been up to." Like, you can easily do a little one quick 30-minute adventure of Shang-Chi and saying, "This is what he's been doing for the last couple of years." And it gives you momentum, or how to introduce new characters without giving them like a full-on TV show.
I totally agree. Or let existing characters shine, like the Guardians of the Galaxy one shot where it was who was it? Drax. Drax was featured. Like,
Right.
give me that. Like, instead of it always being about Chris Pratt or Star Lord and making it a big, huge movie thing, let me know what Drax is up to. That's fun stuff. I like the one shot uh, uh, series.
Yeah,
So
like, I like the idea of introducing characters this way too. Like, okay,
Mhm.
instead of having to, or introducing a villain. Oh my God, this would be great too. Like, hey, how do we reintroduce a villain so that way we can start building up the threat that they're going to be in the next film that they're in? That you easily could have done a Doctor Doom reveal in a one shot where it's like, this is why he's been kind of working in the background this entire time, or
yeah,
just different things like that. Like, I think there's a lot on the table that you can do narratively and storytelling wise.
I like that. That's a good idea. I like that. All right, Brad Winterbaum, Marvel Studios head of TV and streaming and comics now. The answer is encouraging. During a conversation with Screen Rant, which I think this was with your boy Joe,
With my boy Joe.
Winterbaum said, "Special presentations are always fun. I just love that. That's an opportunity. If someone can have a crazy idea and we can develop it as a special presentation, it's a huge opportunity for us." So, what that tells me is that Brad Winterbaum is not afraid to do more of these special presentations
Good.
as long as he can develop some good stories. And this is what I like about Brad. He's all about telling good stories.
Yeah. And that's what it should be. It should be the focus should always be the storytelling. So
Mhm.
I'm hoping that we start getting more of these.
I like it. Me too. Me too. And honestly, like, I don't need full on series. Like, I don't need another. I don't know. I'm gonna piss off Frey, but I don't need another She-Hulk. But if you give me a really good special presentation or two,
Yeah.
I'm kind of okay with that. You know,
Yeah.
like the Marvel Zombies. It's not a special presentation, but it's a standalone thing, and I love it.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna
Yeah,
keep it going.
I was gonna say one last thing, especially when you have a lot of characters that a lot of people are like, they gave us a tease, but then now they're gone. Like, again, we saw Hercules. There's a good chance we're not going to see Hercules anymore. We saw, I'm forgetting her name, Dormammu's daughter, Doctor Strange's wife. Um, we saw her for a minute, and it's like,
Yeah.
it's those are characters that there's a good chance we're not going to see those characters anymore, and you can easily service those characters in a one shot.
Yeah. You brought up a good point. Like, give me the Black Knight, give me Kit
Yeah,
Harington
yeah, yeah.
in something, and make it pseudo related to, you know, uh, Werewolf by Night and Midnight Suns,
Right.
and then just see what happens.
Right, or do a Blade one shot. Like,
Yeah,
we've been waiting for Blade for so long. Like, that is the biggest, throwing a bone to the audience
Mhm.
is doing a Blade one shot.
I like it. I like it. All right, moving on. I got some casting rumors. Marvel Studios may have found its Hulkling. Interesting. The report comes from Scooper My Time to Shine. Hello. A new rumor making the rounds claims that Connor Story, who fans know from uh, that heated rivalry show, I think it was on Amazon. I think it was Amazon, is being considered for the role of Theodore Altman, better known as the Hulkling, in Marvel's upcoming Disney Plus project, The Champions. So I guess Champions is going to be a series.
Right. So that the
Interesting.
Champions was supposed to be it's what originally was Young Avengers.
Yeah.
But you know, our boy Bob Iger didn't want to he he didn't want to mix Avengers with anything, and like, you know, oh, but that's our big money making, and if this doesn't do well, then it's going to mess with our bottom line. Dude, you don't know how this works. It's like, how can you be how can you be so business savvy but also so dumb to pop culture, like, at the
Yeah.
same time? like people are not going to mix. Maybe your casuals are, but I mean, I don't think the majority of the people who are making you money for these movies are the casuals.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's the people who are all in, people who have a love for these movies. I think most of these people are going to know the difference between Young Avengers and a mainstream Avengers movie.
I think he feels that the Avengers name is like premium level. Like it's gotta be something, which I kind of give him credit for, like making Avengers big, but like you also made Thunderbolts the new Avengers.
Right.
You know, like you use the Avengers name. You literally changed the name of the movie to New Avengers. So do Young Avengers. That's
Yeah.
fine with me.
Yeah,
Anyway,
absolutely.
Hulkling coming up. Okay, sure. We're getting into some deep territory here with the Marvel characters. I got more casting rumors too. You ready? You
Okay.
want to do like X-Men casting rumors?
Oh, absolutely, dude. I mean, let me see what you got. Let me see what you got here.
To me, my casting rumors. A new casting rumor has been released this week involving Marvel's upcoming X-Men reboot. Actor Charles Melton, best known for his role in Riverdale and May, December, and season 2 of Beef. Oh, I have to watch that one still. Is still in talks for an undisclosed role in the X-Men reboot. This comes from, again, My Time to Shine Hello, and is backed by Jeff Schneider, who said that in his newsletter that he has also heard Melton's name mentioned in connection with the X-Men, and his source believes he's up for the role of Hank McCoy,
Ooh.
aka the Beast.
Okay. Okay. I'm intrigued by this.
Yeah, yeah. We're kind of, him and I are both looking at this picture. You know who? I'm okay with this. I'm like, cool. Okay, Charles. Okay, you got it. Melton, sure. But the dude that's in what is the new Game of Thrones show? The
Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Nine of the Seven Kingdoms. That dude, he's also rumored to play Hank McCoy.
Which dude?
Not the little boy, not Egg, the big dude.
Oh, okay. So not yeah. I know who you're talking about. You're talking about Sir Duncan the Tall.
Yes, yeah, not Egg,
Yeah.
not Egg. But yeah, so we're starting to get some casting rumors. I'm good with this. I got more casting rumors as well. So
Okay. Let's see what you got.
do some research on Charles Melton. Let me get back to me on this. But more casting. According to a new rumor, Emma Frost is expected to make her Marvel Cinematic Universe debut
Ooh.
with a long-awaited mutant franchise on its way. As of now, Marvel hasn't officially announced any casting rumors. However, My Time to Shine, hello, he's the guy, he's the industry insider,
That's the guy.
has also claimed that Sydney Sweeney from Housemaid and Madam Web has been offered the role of Emma Frost.
I like, of all your choices of all the roles that you could put in there, you said Madam Web.
I know. I know. I could have said Euphoria, could have said Housemaid, could have whatever, but Madam Web.
I'm not against this. Again, there is a lot of hate on Sydney Sweeney and everything like that. And I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of like her position on a lot of things, but I mean, she's a decent enough actor. Madam Web was, yeah, she was a decent actor in a shitty movie. So I mean, I'm not against giving her a second chance. My only thing is, I think she would get the look down. I don't know. She seems so bubbly. I don't know if she would get kind of cold and methodical down. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because Emma Frost needs to be somebody who commands the room the minute she walks in the room.
Hmm.
You know, like she needs to be somebody who is a point of authority. She is somebody who, you know, the wrong move and she's gonna kill you. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that. Emma Frost is that kind of character.
But what this tells me, if they look at Sydney Sweeney for Emma Frost, they're definitely going younger. Sydney
Yeah.
Sweeney, probably mid 20s. At least she gives off that, kind of 25-ish type vibes, you know?
Right. Mhm.
So they're going to go younger when it comes to X-Men.
Yeah, and that's for sure. I know that that's what they're kinda going for is they wanna have, they wanna cast younger specifically so that they can have a longer lasting franchise and keep these characters around for longer, so,
Mhm.
you know, again, I'm not against that idea. Sydney Sweeney I mean, Emma Frost doesn't necessarily need to be I mean, she is older than your core, X-Men cast, so you know, she's not, like, older, but I mean, like, you know,
Yeah.
where the majority of the X-Men are, like, you know, from early to mid-teens to mid-20s, Emma Frost is, like, late 20s, 30s,
Mhm. Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
so
I see. I want somebody that, kind of like what you're saying, that can take the room over, command that presence, like a. I mean, she's a bit older now, but like a Charlize Theron, somebody like that who could just walk in and just suck all the air out of the room
right.
and take center stage.
Somebody who has that kind of presence. Actually, easy money in the chat right now, Mike saying, Maya Hawke. Maya Hawke is somebody who does command presence when she walks in the room. I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that she gives off her dad energy hardcore. So I mean, like I mean, she looks like her mom, but she gives off her dad's energy. So I mean, like I think that that is somebody I think she would do well as Emma Frost.
Another Stranger Things cast member coming to
Oh,
MCU. Interesting.
Matt in the chat said Amanda Seyfried. See, Amanda Seyfried would kill that
Yeah.
role.
See.
Yes.
Yeah, and Matt actually mentioned Euphoria as well, so she can take on some more serious roles. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Matt, what do you think? Real quick. Well, we'll keep talking about Matt. What do you think about Sydney Sweeney as Emma Frost? Let us know in the chat.
Mhm.
I'm going to keep it going there just because there's a bunch of Marvel to get through.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, Swinging over to some Spider-Man news, while most of the speculation has been around Sadie Sink's supposed part, what is her first name? Lisa Colon Zayas has given us a tease about the role she's taken on. She's from The Bear, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
In a chat with Entertainment Tonight, which you can check out. Which I should have put the link in. I'll put the link in the chat later. Cologne Zayas praised her Spider-Man co-stars Tom Holland and Zendaya, who played Peter Parker and MJ, then teased her own character, stating, "I could just say I play a detective. It's a darker, deeper Spider-Man character." Interesting. So I had to do a little bit of research. So is this mean she's playing Jean DeWolf, the tough,
Mhm.
unrelenting New York PD captain and a dedicated Spider-Man ally? Kind of makes
Interesting.
sense.
Yeah, 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 that could make sense.
I Either way, I don't think she's playing like a major character. So somebody like this, who's that one character in the Batman? Um, Another female police officer,
Oh, God, I interviewed the voice actor.
kind of the same type of character, you know.
Yeah, I will get back to you here in a second. I'm upset with myself that I'm not.
I'll keep it going.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You do some
She's the
Googles.
question.
All right. Spider Man Brand New Day, July 30th, 2026. But we got more. Spider Man just hit with all kinds of news, all kinds of
Start
little drops.
Renee Montoya.
Renee Montoya, thank you very much. Sorry.
Yeah.
More swinging, more Spidey news. A new Spider Man Brand New Day TV spot has been released that offered a glimpse of a few new scenes and characters in the film. Our web crawler goes toe to toe with several villains, including this is the first shot of Ramrod getting rammed into the wall.
Team Ramrod.
I mean, I I guess it's Ramrod. Like we kind of don't know since we can't see his head, but I mean, it could be Ram Man from He-Man. He's probably
Oh,
looking for work right now, right?
funny enough, I love the kind of like how the chat right now is just, there's team I hate Masters of the Universe and team I love Masters of the Universe. And both me and Matt are sitting here saying Master of the Universe is awesome. You shut your mouth.
Yeah, that's funny. Oh, real quick, Matt chimed in again. He said, not my top pick. I agree with you though. I think someone like Charlize or Anya Taylor Joy as Emma
Yeah.
Frost. I like that Anya Taylor Joy.
Yeah. Anya Taylor-Joy is another actress that, again, she commands presence. She's an actress that when she's on screen, you're paying attention. And it's not necessarily because, oh man, she's so hot. Like Sydney Sweeney is like eye candy, right? And it's like, oh yeah, she's hot and you're looking, but then Anya Taylor-Joy shows up on screen and it's like, damn, she's a badass. And
Yeah,
that's kind of like the whole thing with Emma Frost. Emma Frost needs to be she needs to roll that like tread that line. She needs to be someone that is absolutely like super hot that you look at her and you're just, oh my god, she's so hot. But at the same time, you need to be able to believe that she will kill you at a moment's notice.
yeah, yeah. And Anya Taylor Joy has a interesting look to her.
Hmm.
Didn't she play like Ileana? Did she play Ileana in something?
Ileana Dragovich, yes, in New Mutants.
There you go. Right.
Yes, she was in New Mutants.
Yeah, there you go. So there you go.
Hmm.
That's perfect. That's a good example of like somebody that can command the room. I like that. That's good. All right, let's keep going because this is the big one
Yeah.
that's coming from the Spider-Man universe. The world is great, and so is the Hulk. A new discovery from fans suggests that the Hulk featured in the trailer might not be exactly what he seems. The observation was first shared on X by user Built from Smash and later highlighted by MCU Portal. Sony recently launched the Spidey Tracker website as part of the film's marketing campaign, and it includes a GIF pulled from the Spider-Man and Hulk confrontation that we see in the trailer, where there's Hulk that's green in the trailer, but on the Sony version, on the Spidey tracker, there's a noticeable difference in the footage. Hulk is green on the trailer, but in the Spidey app, he's definitely gray.
Yeah. I think we've all been waiting for this, right? This has all been kind of a thing. I think everybody who knows, Agents of Smash, everybody who knows um, the different Hulk variants, because we got the Red Hulk, because we have that version of the Hulk. It's kind of like, okay, well now we need that torn psyche, the pure rage that is the Gray Hulk. And I mean, like, I think we're gonna start seeing more versions of the Hulk, and I think they're gonna be building up for supposedly Marvel regain the rights to the Hulk, and it's not a lone character anymore, and they're actually going to be doing a Hulk film. This would be interesting if they do go the route of World War Hulk, because again, they're kind of doing it in reverse. Planet Hulk ended up coming first, and then they're doing World War Hulk, which was the opposite. World War Hulk happens, and then the Illuminati takes Hulk and jettisons his ass into space. He
Right.
ends up in a planet and he conquers the planet, and that's how Planet Hulk happens. And then also that's how we get his son, who has also been introduced in the MCU already. So I think they're doing like doing it in reverse, just because now they're starting to get the rights to make films with the Hulk, like standalone films with the Hulk. And I'm interested in seeing if they kind of go that route.
How do you introduce Scar at a cookout? You know what I mean? Like
He really did.
you just bring son of Hulk to a picnic and like it's nothing,
Yeah.
and then we can't say anything about his weird hairdo. Come on, Bruce. That is not cool. That is not cool. By the way, real quick, Night of Oa in the chat, Matt. Happy Father's Day, buddy. We appreciate you so much. I was a little crazy with Father's Day Friday, so I wasn't able to check out the show, but happy Father's Day to you. Matt.
Absolutely. Happy Father's Day, man. Happy Father's Day to you and Kofi.
Yeah, there you go. All right, let me keep it going. I got one more Spider-Man story. Not so fast on the Jean Grey news. The Discovery centers on Frank Castle's late. Oh yeah, I'm gonna dive into this here. So the Discovery centers on Frank Castle's latest headquarters in the trailer. The Punisher's operating out of a boat called the Golden Girl.
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
Please tell me Wade shows up. Just
Uh,
please tell me Wade shows up.
for casual, this is kind of a long thing, but casual viewers might be a random name, but for comic readers, it's a deep cut reference to one's Jerry Conway's acclaimed run for Spectacular Spider-Man. The boat first appeared in Spider-Man 141 with Spider-Man and the Punisher going against Tombstone, right? Who's Tombstone is supposed to be in this,
We know he's going to be in the film, right?
right? Marvin Jones the third. The and then yeah, that's all the thing. But that comic, that storyline also introduced a lesser known character named the Persuader, a villain capable of manipulating and controlling people's minds. Suddenly, a lot of fans are looking at Sadie Sink's mysterious role in a different light. So we talked about her being Jean Grey, of course. We talked about her being who's it? The Spider Queen.
We talked about Rachel Cole Alves, which I mean,
Rachel
it seems
Alves.
like based on the trailer, it seems like she has powers. So I'm ruling out Rachel Cole Alves. Rachel Cole
Mhm.
Alves does not have powers. She's the second, or technically she's the third, but she's another variant of the Punisher. Yeah, I don't think Rachel Cole Alves. I don't think she's Rachel Cole Alves just because she obviously has powers. So
Right. So really, it's been Jean Grey, and then a distant second has been like maybe she's Spider Queen, especially since we see the hand,
mhm.
and then now there's this Persuader coming from this story that involved the Punisher, that involved Tombstone, that involved Spider Man. I don't know. Are we going to be? This is my thing. Are we doing too much speculation? Are we going to be let down if it's not Jean Grey?
I mean, I think we would. My thing is I do at this point think the Persuader is going to be a character that is going to be in this based on the first trailer. You know, when you see the
Mhm.
woman that's in the prison, and when the hand first attacks him, I think the Persuader is because at first I was thinking, okay, maybe it's going to be Mister Negative, but it's kind of not a power that Mister Negative has. This fits more for the Persuader, the way that the power worked in that first trailer. So I think that this might be like the mystery, like big bad for this,
Mhm.
and maybe the Persuader is manipulating the hand,
Mhm.
right? And that's why Spider-Man is fighting the hand. Uh, all these other villains that we see, I think that's just going to be a montage of Peter, like, oh, this is what I've been doing, been focusing on nothing but doing work and doing that whole thing. I still think she's going to be Jean Grey. I still think Sadie Sink is going to be Jean Grey, mainly because the big thing with Sadie Sink is she signed a multi-film deal,
Yes.
and she is supposed to be a character. By like what they have said is she's supposed to be a character that uh that has lasting effects in the Marvel universe, which means I don't think it's going to be the Persuader. The Persuader is too low level of a character. That's more of a Spider-Man rogue than a character that has a massive impact on all of the Marvel universe. So again, I still think Sadie Sink is going to be, and at least this is my opinion. I still think that she's going to be Jean Grey.
I do too. And even if she wasn't, I feel like Marvel would look at this and be like, crap. If she was Spider Queen or the Persuader or something, like they're gonna look at everybody and be like, they want her as Jean Grey. What do we need to do to fix this? So I mean, and there could be something where they're mashing it together. It could be the storyline with the Persuader, but really they're gonna end up swapping her out in the end, and she's gonna be Jean Grey.
Right.
Who knows? Something like that. Anyway, yeah, that was my last Spider-Man rumor. All kinds of stuff, all kinds of Spider-Man coming out. Again,
Yeah.
Marvel is ramping up.
Yeah. It's they're dropping all the news, but we'll see what ends up happening. So you got one more story within Marvel though, correct?
Yeah, I do. This is this is an interesting one. Let's get through it, and then we can talk about it because it's a it's a leak, but it's not a leak. But is it really a leak? If there's some conspiracy theories around it, but let me get through it. Screw Doombots. We got Doom Sentinels. A recent leaked video appeared to add some weight to those claims that about Doctor Doom controlling Sentinels, and now fans have an even better look at what may be waiting for them in the film. A new screenshot taken from the leak footage has made its way online with much better quality that the original pixelated clip had. While the image isn't crystal clear, it offers a better look at the Sentinels. Let's not show it just because it could be a leak.
Okay.
But Marvel Studios has just started a issue takedown notices related to the footage or screenshots. So like now that people are enhancing the photos, Marvel is putting some copyright infringements
Which
takedowns out
further
there.
tells me that it's probably the Sentinels.
Yeah. So real quick, I should say that. So there was like I think it was a Lucasfilm or like Industrial Light and Magic like pre-production piece
Mhm.
where it was it was Steve Rogers, Thor, Shang-Chi, Mr. Fantastic. Who else was in there? Nightcrawler was in there. Cyclops was in there. So it was like that Avengers Assemble type thing. Avengers Assemble type moment, and they were finding out they were about to fight Doctor Doom. Like they're finding out Doom is the bad guy, and then Doom raises up all the Sentinels. That's where the still comes from, is when he's raising up the Sentinels, and there's one shot of a Sentinel coming off, lifting off the ground, and its eyes like turn green, and
So cool.
that's the screenshot. But it's total like not slapped together, but like it's not finished because you can tell like, oh, Shang-Chi's in it too. You can tell like there's characters they weren't filmed together, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
So like there was pockets of characters that were interacting, but you could tell like because all the lighting is off for the characters, you could tell it wasn't all like done together on one scene. But so
Right.
that's what this is coming from. So that got out like late last week. I think it was late last week. But everybody's like, is this real? Is it not real? Is it AI enhanced? How come Marvel isn't doing anything about it? Because it was sitting out there and people were talking about it and reviewing it and talking about the content. But Marvel wasn't taking it down. So everybody started to think, well, if Marvel's not taking it down, maybe this is a Marvel almost like conspiracy, like they let it out.
Yeah.
And instead of doing like a full marketing push, this is them dropping the teasers and controlling that flow of leaked content.
But then now they are taking it down. So I mean, like,
They're
yeah,
starting to take it down.
I think that might have been, Feige might have been like, hey, let's roll with this. Let's put it out there. Might as well. People have been waiting on it anyways. And probably some higher up executive was like, no, we need to wait for SDCC or we need to do this or something like that. So, it ended up, it's probably, he probably was trying to like control it, but then in the end, Disney was like, no, we have a plan. We're sticking to that plan. And now they're like kind of going after it all. So I think a lot of it was just them trying to figure out how to react to it before they kind of went into it. And
like, do
also,
they not want to bring attention to it? They're like, let's just say it's fake and leave it at that. But
and that's the other thing is just like, hey, let's just tell people it's AI. People will just not believe it.
yeah, exactly. But it was out long enough for like, I mean, they didn't show any footage, so I don't want to throw anybody under the bus or anything. But like, Colton Ogburn put out a video on it. New Rock Stars put out a video on it. So people were watching it and talking about that content and having this discussion whether this is real footage or not. Is this fake footage? Is it real footage? Is it leaked footage? If it is leaked footage, who put it out there? Is it Marvel? Could be.
Right.
Could be. Anyway, I don't know if you watched it. Did you get a chance to see it?
The leak trailer, I did not. And Lord knows that we there was you were asking enough people, industry people, if it was real or not.
Right.
And there's I'm not going to say what it was, but there was one answer we got that it made me believe that it may possibly be real, just mainly because a certain person in the industry that we know that can confirm these kind of things. And it was like, oh shit, okay, it might actually be real.
Which, even if it is real, whether it's Marvel leaking it or not, it looks awesome.
Yeah.
It looks awesome. All right, that was
Absolutely.
my last Marvel story. So real quick, I just want to get your opinion. Do you think this is real footage, fake footage? Do you think it's Marvel leaking it, or is somebody else that leaked it?
I think somebody else leaked it, and mainly just because it looks like it's somebody on their phone, recording the footage, because I've seen like screenshots of it, and putting it out there. It's got like that, uh, you know, good camera recording a high def video feel to it. So I think it's real. I just don't think that it was probably something that was like, could have been something that was at CinemaCon, could have been something that was at a place where we weren't supposed to see it, and it got out, and Marvel was like, okay, well, what do we do? Are we just gonna put the trailer out now, or are we gonna wait, or are we gonna start taking it down? And I think it just took them a little while to take it down.
Could be. Could be. All right, that was my last Marvel story.
All right. Well, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this next sponsor. Ladies and gentlemen, this show is brought to you by the good folks over at Debbie. Debbie is a brand of energy drinks created to help focus concentration reaction time with no jitters or crash. Debbie contains no maltodextrin, no sugars, no fillers, no artificial colors or dyes. Find out more about Debbie at www.debbie.gg. Use the code NERDING10, get 10% off your order. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this next segment. It's time to get into all of the one shots, because we're going to get into all the other news that is going on in this here industry. And
All right, don't forget all the trailers, reactions, all that good stuff. Check out the Distance Nerdington post on Facebook. Let us know what you're nerding out on. Do people still use Facebook? I jumped on Facebook the other day. Literally, somebody was saying that they're not using Facebook anymore. I'm like, you're posting on Facebook that you're not going to use Facebook.
to let like everybody know, hey, I'm giving you a warning ahead of time. I'm not using this anymore. Go to Instagram.
Apparently, I don't know.
Only old people use Facebook. I'm sorry. I'm not throwing that out there. I
Hey.
still use Facebook, and I'm making that joke. So I mean,
I'm gonna tell my mother you said that on Facebook. All right.
in the most Filipino accent you have.
Exactly.
He said he's not going to use the Facebooks anymore.
The messenger.
The messenger. He's using the messenger, but not the Facebooks. Okay. Horror is a big business at the box office, and it really is, guys. Fresh off the incredible success of Obsession, filmmaker Curry Barker has officially locked in another feature film project, and it comes with a jaw-dropping 8-figure deal. Massive. According to the Hollywood Reporter, Universal Film Group and Blumhouse Atomic Monster have secured Barker's new film, an original horror movie that he will write, produce, and direct. Obsession has gone on to become the highest grossing release in Focus Features history and is currently tracking toward more than $300 million worldwide on an indie budget of $750,000. This is Deadpool all over again, guys.
Right.
On top of the new deal, he's also set to write and direct the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Dude, these indie horror guys are killing it right now.
Yeah. I think horror is the new genre, man. I think this is kind of like where everything's gonna go. Like everybody was kind of like, okay, I'm done with superhero films. Actually, Darren said it in the chat earlier, right? Like, I'm done with superhero films. I only go to see movies that are not superhero genre. I think horror is picking up the slack right now. And it seems like
funny about that is that that's exactly what happened with comic books.
Yeah.
It went from like the golden age to the silver age, and the audience got a little older. They wanted something different, something fresh, something maybe with some different tones, and that's when horror comics started to pick up. So this is exactly what happened in comics, and it's happening in film right now as well. Is that it's going from like, okay, we got through comic books, people are aging up, now it's time to do horror. What do we have here?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, look at you,
I got two.
fancy.
Got some Texas Chainsaw Massacre comics here. Actually, this is from Sinister Creature Con. Brett Wagner, who played Leatherface, signed both of those for me.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, pretty awesome, right? So yes, I think horror is where everything is going. I mean, every original story that we've gotten in the last 2 years have been from horror films, and they've been great. Like it's just I love that horror is getting the big budget treatment, but what I prefer, so that way these directors don't go over their heads and just start making, like crap films. Like keep them keep horror at like small budgets instead of like throwing a bunch of budget into it and things like that, because then it forces them to still be creative. You know what I mean? And then
Yeah,
you get this whole thing like with Obsession where $750,000 is bringing you a $300 million return.
right,
You know,
right.
Weapons did the same thing.
Yeah, and Obsession and Backrooms is another one it's huge right now.
Yeah, yeah. Like keep it not indie budgets, but keep it like where it's low budget, where give them what they need, but don't make it like a massive budget thing. And you keep it where you know you keep it where the films are the priority. You have the creativity behind everything, and then that will pay dividends. You know what I mean?
I agree. I like that. Plus, it keeps it inventive, creative, hungry. You don't lose that kind of punk factor to it. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
so I think I have all the confidence in who is it? Blumhouse, Atomic Monster.
A24 is where I put all of my faith.
They've cracked the code. They've cracked it.
Absolutely. All right, well, sticking it in the movie section. Hey guys, we're going back to Whoville, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited about this. More than 25 years after How the Grinch Stole Christmas became a holiday phenomenon, Universal and Imagine Entertainment are developing a sequel. According to reports, Jim Carrey is in talks to return as the Grinch, while Ron Howard is expected to come back to direct. Released in November 2000, the initial film earned $345 million worldwide, making it the highest grossing movie in North America for that year. No,
Holy
I know, right? And that's $345 million back then is something completely different than
and
today.
and think about this. It's a holiday movie that was released in November, so it did all that money in like 2 months.
Right. Right. And
That's
again, super, super worth it. No date on when Jim Carrey will be going green again. The only thing I worry about with this is that Jim Carrey famously talks about how much he hated doing that movie because of all the makeup that they had to do. And I'm sure the makeup techniques are a lot better now, but I
yeah,
mean, even then, I think he said that he had to spend like 6 hours in the chair getting that makeup on.
yeah, yeah. The technology when it comes to like prosthetics has gotten so much better. Like,
Mhm.
there's no more 8+ hour, sessions in the makeup chair. Everything's getting streamlined and it's like 2 to 3 hours.
Right.
So it'll be interesting. I mean, that's a big number, $345 million worldwide.
Yeah.
But still, do we need this?
I think what they're doing is they're trying to capitalize on, that there's been successful Grinch movies in the last couple of years, like in the last 10 years, where they've done like animated films and,
Mhm.
different things like that. I think he's still in popular culture, he's still a popular character, especially with like the actors that were doing things at Universal, like the city walks and all that kind of stuff. Like the actor that was doing it in Florida was like killing it. And they had like videos circulating on this actor that was doing it. So I think they see that, okay, there's a lot of popularity behind the Grinch. Let's look into making another movie.
Yeah, that's it. That's a really good point because even though it is a seasonal movie,
Mhm.
it's seasonal year after year. It's like it's an IP that won't go away, and they can capitalize on it year after year at the parks or in theater or
Yeah.
something. Yeah, it makes sense.
And the Grinch is just as popular as at this point now, he's just as popular as Santa Claus himself, to the point where, like, for Christmas when, we start putting decorations up, like, I have the Grinch standing in front of my house. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So,
good
like,
point.
yeah,
Good point.
like, the Grinch is a character that within popular culture in the zeitgeist, he still kinda, like, runs a lot of things. So,
Yeah.
I think it's them capitalizing on the fact that the Grinch is still relevant.
Yeah, exactly. And kind of capitalizing, pushing their IP just the way like Disney would push like Mickey Mouse. The way Universal is pushing the Minions, which I think we'll talk more about the Minions in a little bit.
Yeah.
But the way they're pushing the Minions, they're gonna push the Grinch too. That makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's go ahead and move on to the next story here. The Powerpuff Girls are gearing up for another adventure after spending years trying to find the right way to bring the beloved Cartoon Network heroes back into the spotlight. Warner Brothers Pictures Animation has officially announced that the Powerpuff Girls movie is now in development. The news was revealed during the Annecy International Animation Film Festival 2026, marking the first new feature film for Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup in nearly 25 years.
Hmm.
No other details or green monkeys have been released, but hopefully we hear more information soon. Again, I want the original cast back on this. I know they tried to redo everything. And
Live
again,
action.
well, they tried to do the live action, and that whole thing got dumped before it even came out.
Yeah.
They did a reboot of the series with new voice actors, and again, no hate against those voice actors, but I think the people who are probably wanting this movie more than anybody are the nostalgic kids who grew up with Powerpuff Girls. So I mean, I know I would be more willing to go to the theaters and watch this if it was the original cast.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like people want the nostalgia of it, not just like give it back to me, but like have that connection of the voice actors from when they were kids, hearing them again. Yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
I like that. Okay, cool. All right.
All right. So, uh, God, your writing is on point for this next one. Okay. Uh, do I make you sequel, baby? Yeah. Hold on. I lost it. Where is it?
Yeah, baby, yeah.
So good.
During an appearance on Trevor Noah's World Cup watch party, Mike Myers was asked by a fan if there would be an Austin Powers 4. His response was short, sweet, and exactly what longtime fans have been waiting to hear. Yes. That's exactly how he did it, too. Yes. That was it. No details, no timeline, no hints about where the story might go. After more than 2 decades since the last film hit theaters, the International Man of Mystery is set to return.
I
Yeah,
love it.
baby, yeah.
I love it. I love it. Give me some Austin Powers. Give me those funny, like crazy comedies. I miss that era of cinema where it was like, let's just go have fun at the movies. We don't get to go to the movies and have like a fun time. Like, give me old school again. Give me The
Yeah.
Hangover. Give me Bridesmaids. I want to see stuff like that. Austin Powers.
Right. Did you see the Verizon commercial that came out?
Yes, I
Oh,
did.
it's so good with him as Dr. Evil again.
Mhm. It's so good. So good.
I love that they got like all of the original cast members to come out and do that. And it's like, God, like none of you guys look like you. I mean, Seth Green's aged a little bit, but like
Mhm.
for the most part, they look exactly the way they did 20 years ago.
I know. It's so good. I love it. I love it. Especially if he's behind it. Like, good. You've had 20 years to think about a good story. Make it happen.
He said he's been like kind of like writing things here and there, but there's never been anything that really like drew him to want to make another movie. I think he's probably been working on this for a while.
I can
And
see that.
I bet you he approached Verizon and said, "Hey, I want to try something. Would you guys mind doing a nostalgic promo for you guys with Dr. Evil and the like all the characters?" And they were probably like, "Yeah, let's do this. This nostalgic is in." And he's just really gauging like, is this going to be popular? And that's going to tell me whether or not I should make this movie or not.
I think it's time.
Yeah. Yeah, and I agree. I think it is time for another Austin Powers. It'll be interesting to see which James Bond movie he spoofs on this next one.
Oh, that's great.
Because they're always spoofs on James Bond movies. So it'll be fun.
Like that. Give me that. Give me a little bit more James Bondish. What if we get like a did we get an Austin Powers origin? We haven't really got that yet.
No, they talked about it a little bit, and it's like in the third movie, with his dad and kind of the relationship with his father and everything like that. But yeah, it wasn't like a full origin story.
Gotcha. I'm into it. I like it.
Yeah. All right, let's get into the next story here. To the box office and beyond. Okay. Toy Story 5 stormed into theaters this weekend and delivered the biggest opening in the franchise's history, pulling in a massive $312 million globally. Dude, think about that. We just talked about like two movies at the end of their runs making 300 million. They made that in their first weekend.
Right. It wasn't even like a holiday weekend.
Right. That number not only puts it ahead of every other movie released so far in 2026, it also gives the beloved animated series a brand new box office milestone. That is amazing.
I was saying this like a couple weeks ago. Yes, it's Toy Story. There's so many people that think it should have ended at 3, and even though 4 was good, but the content, the storyline with 5 and Lily Pad and how it affects Bonnie is so relatable to everybody, not just for kids and toys and coming of age. Adults, like, I know I get stuck on my phone all the time. So like having this discussion via like the Toy Story universe, oh, so good.
Dude, after I'm done editing, I'm doom scrolling for the rest of the night. So I mean, like,
yeah,
it happens,
exactly.
Man. So yeah, it is very relatable.
Oh my gosh.
Man.
And from what I hear, I had a couple of friends that went and saw it. They're like, it's worth it. Like you're gonna go in, you're gonna end up crying. I cry at movies all the time. Like you're gonna cry at this one.
Oh man, I'm more excited to see it now. So I got to see this, and then Supergirl comes out this week. So these are two movies I need to watch. So, well, let's move on to the next one here. Ohana means family. And a sequel. Okay. Chris. Okay. Chris Sanders, the co-creator, co-writer, co-director, and original voice of Stitch, is set to direct Lilo and Stitch 2 for Disney. Sanders was already heavily involved with the project as its screenwriter, but now he'll be stepping into the director's chair as the sequel moves forward for production. The live-action movie crossed the 1 billion mark worldwide, and rather than adapting one of the animated follow-ups, the upcoming sequel is being developed as an entirely new story. I think this makes sense, and I think it makes sense because if you're going to go and do something live-action, which they changed a couple of things to begin with, I think that makes sense. I'm actually really interested in seeing what happens with her sister now that she went to the mainland for school.
Right, exactly. What Nani's up to.
Yeah.
I love this. I want to see more Stitch, and I love the original, but like when they started to do the Stitch 2 and like whatever their Stitch and Angel and whatever else.
Yeah.
They were all like so lackluster. Like they were all like that straight to DVD, like the story's kind of hollow.
Yeah, it really was.
And then they even came out with a series, and that was even worse because it was like more hollow and like there's less like energy put into it, less love put into it, less Ohana put into it.
Right.
It was so disheartening. So I'm happy they're doing something different for Lilo and Stitch too.
Yeah, and I mean, I definitely want to see all of the heart, all of the love that went into that live action film. Again, there was like a couple of things where it was kind of like, all right, you guys didn't really, do these characters or do these things. You pulled these things out, but it's like at the same time, they did still make it fun. You know what I mean? Like, Jumba is still a fun character. You know what I mean? Like you still have all these fun things. Mike is making a good point there, though. Angel's probably going to be in it just for toys and merch alone.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that.
Yeah. And
You
if
know
they
what-
do that, remember, Angel was played by
Tara
God,
Strong.
by Tara Strong. So I mean, you know, if they got if they got the series creator Chris Sanders to come back and do the voice, I'm sure they'll get Tara Strong to come and do the voice for her again.
And if Chris is too busy being the co-creator, co-writer, co-director, I think you're free. You're pretty free these days, right?
Yeah.
Besides editing videos for TikTok and
Right.
doing supercuts, you
Uh,
can do some Stitch stuff.
I would love to do Stitch. If you give me his alien lines, because I just say gibberish when I do the alien stuff.
Yeah.
Chiwanakuta. Like, you know, just like making that kind of stuff up, but it sounds like something he would say.
Sounds like you said chewing a cooter, and
Chiwanakuta.
that is not PG, sir. It's a family movie.
Chiwanakuta.
That's good stuff. Yeah, give me Lilo and Stitch too. That's gonna be
Blue
fun.
punch, Peggy.
Yes, so good.
Happy birthday. Happy Hanukkah. Merry Christmas. That scene still to this day is one of my favorite scenes from the animated one where
Yeah.
when they're throwing the bomb back and forth to each other.
That's so good. So good.
All right, let's get into the next one. Otherwise, we're just going to keep doing this for too long. ThunderCats. Oh, God, I can do a Lion-O pretty good too. Nearly 4 decades after the original ThunderCats animated series wrapped up and 5 years after the most recent TV revival, Warner Brothers Animation has officially confirmed that the new ThunderCats animated movie is in development. After years of false starts, canceled projects, and mixed revivals, giving the franchise a respectful revival is ThunderCats. Ho! By the eye of Thundera. Okay. Give me sight beyond sight. All right. What do you think, man? ThunderCats.
I'm into this. Again, this whole episode is about nostalgia.
Yeah.
And I'm into it. I love ThunderCats back in the day. And it's interesting how Warner Brothers, is been going through a lot lately with Zaslav and getting, sold and bidded on and all this stuff. But like to commit to putting out a ThunderCats project, okay.
I'm
I'm
still
in.
waiting on live action. Have you seen the people putting Jason Momoa in makeup to make him Lion-O?
Oh no, I haven't seen
Oh, it's so good. Like people were saying that he needs to play Lion-O.
that. Oh, that'd be actually I could see that, like especially early Lino, like a little immature, a little kiddish,
Mm-hmm.
but big hulking dude. Yeah, I
Yeah.
could see him doing that.
You got to do like if you're doing that, like just like you said, you have to do young Lion-O, and he kind of has to force himself to mature in order to be the leader he needs to be.
Yes.
That could be a compelling story. That's in the end, that is a story that is a good way to do the character.
Yeah. Who'd play Chitara? Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, Sidney Sweeney is Chitara.
Cast her and everything. I like it. Idris Alba would be like Panthro.
Oh God, Idris Elba as Panther would be great.
He'd be just hanging out in the back, just DJing.
Who would play Snarf?
Snarf. Oh, you would get
Snarf.
like Josh Gad. Or
Josh
somebody.
Gad is Snarf. That would be great. Lion-O. Oh my! I can hear Josh Gad right now. Just me saying Lion-O right now. Right? He's going Lion-O. Like I can hear Josh Gad.
That's perfect.
Josh Gad would be a really good Lion-O, and he's that nostalgic nerd that he would love to do that.
I love it. Yeah, give me ThunderCats. I'm interested in this. This is
Absolutely.
good. All right, is that the last one?
We got one more
Oh.
story here. So let me I'm just double checking to make sure that is one
Oh,
story.
real quick. Night of O in the chat. Seth Rogen for Snarf. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Lionel, snarf, like
Snarf is just the stoner. Like always just high as hell in the corner.
Lionel, we have to go down to the thing I forgot already. That's our next snarf. I don't, he works for Donkey Kong. I don't think he would work for Snarf, man. I just no. So let's get into this next story, and I am gonna blame conformity gate for this.
Conformity Gate lives, man.
Blame conformity gate, man. First off, I gotta ask this before I jump into all of this. Did you watch the Burrows?
No, see, this now I feel guilty. I have that Catholic guilt now because I haven't watched this show. Now
really
it's
good.
getting canceled.
Yeah, it
Do
was
the
really
story
good.
and then we'll
I
go
watched
over my
it.
guilt. And
Yeah,
I'll do a couple Hail Marys.
Yeah, me and Jackie watched it. It was really good. Netflix has announced that they are canceling the sci-fi series The Burrows after only one season at the streamer. The show, which was executive produced by the Stranger Things creators, the Duffer Brothers, debuted in May, just after the December end of the Duffers' first beloved series. The sci-fi show had a big name cast, big special effects necessary to sell a paranormal threat. Also carried a hefty price tag, which can factor heavily into the decision of whether to renew or cancel the series. So are you sad that we won't get the rest of the Burrows?
You know, I wanted to watch the series, and actually, we were just talking about this, my wife and I. We're like, hey, Love Island's, gonna wrap up soon. What are we gonna watch after that?
Of course, you guys watched Love Island, but you didn't watch fucking.
Hey, you got to see what's going on with Kenzie and Sincere, and Melanie's off the rocker, and then Nani's losing it. But you know what I mean. Anyway, so we were like, oh yeah, don't forget we have that Burrows show to check out. And now I don't know if she's gonna want to see it. But looking at it, like look at this cast. It's huge, right? So
Yeah,
this was probably a really expensive show to put together.
right.
And then on top of that, special effects and all that stuff. And it just Netflix and that numbers of like, hey, what does it cost? What is it? What are the numbers? It's probably, I think it did really good numbers. It's just that it didn't outweigh the cost of the show.
Dude, Albert Molina killed it, man. He's leading this. He killed it.
Is it, does it end on a cliffhanger? How about that?
Kind
Yes,
of. They left it open for more story.
Mm.
But I mean, because it's a Duffer Brothers production, of course they leave it open for more story.
Right. I still may watch this. It looks fun. Was it fun?
It was really fun. I mean, like the whole thing is, it's this. Think Stranger Things, but with like instead of kids, now it's like geriatrics.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, the way they tell the story is perfect. I mean, it's more modern, so it's not in the 80s. But it's basically, Albert Molina's character, his kids force him into a retirement community. He hates it. He's pissed off about it. But he tries to like make it work, and just like strange things start happening. Like, they start like confronting like monsters and different things that are happening. And just, I don't want to spoil it, but I mean, it's good. It's good.
All right. I may watch it still. I won't tell the wife that it's canceled. We'll just
go and watch it anyways.
She's like, I wonder when season 2 is going to come out. I'll be like, yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. Let's get back to watching Love Island.
All right. Yeah, of course. So that is all I have left for the one shots here. So before we get into the next segment, let's talk about our last sponsor here, James.
Oh, the last sponsor. No worries. Distance Nerding is part of the Geek Freaks Network. Discovering your latest binge, debating casting choices, or still not over that plot twist, Geek Freaks Network has got you covered. Your fandom, your community, your people, geek out your way. Check out Geek Freaks Network at gfpods.com. calm.
Guys, if you did not check out last week's episode, I was a guest host on the episode. We had a really fun conversation. There's still more content from that episode that is going to be trickling out because we had a whole conversation about a particular topic that he wanted to save for this week's episode. So,
Gotcha.
yeah. So
That actually, I will give you some flowers. That was a really good conversation between you and Frank and Thomas. Again, happy Father's Day to Thomas, brand new dad. But it was a really good conversation back and forth. It flowed really well.
Mhm.
Why can't you do that on this show?
We've been doing that all night.
Oh yeah, that's my bad. My bad. I ruined it.
All right, you ruined the moment, man. All right, let's let's go into this last segment here, guys. It is time to talk about the rest of the headlines here. So, Jamez, sir, take it away.
All right, let's do it again, but faster with more bananas. George Lucas is known for creating one of the most beloved and successful film franchises in history with Star Wars. But after a long career, he is now retired, or at least he was, until one of his favorite franchises asked him if he'd like to voice a character. In an interview with Collider, Illumination founder and Minions and Monsters producer Chris Meledandri explained how Lucas joined the cast of the animated movie. George Lucas does voices now?
I know, right?
That's interesting. He said,
you guys, why do you keep saying banana?
why are there more bananas?
Why faster and with more intensity?
Exactly. I had the privilege of meeting George about 2 years ago, and what led to my meeting him is how much he loves Illumination movies, and specifically Despicable Me, and even more specifically, The Minions. After meeting Lucas, Meledandri got a notion for the casting. An idea for a character came up out of the story. Well, what if we get George? I had no idea, but I got such a fast yes. I guess so. Lucas recorded his lines while he was in France and has expressed an openness to more voice work. He said, I saw him recently and he's already talking to me about his role he wants to do next in the next Minions movie. So it's pretty incredible. So George Lucas is just pushing himself into Minions movies. That's great.
I'm curious as to how well it is, like if it's one of those like glaring, like, oh yeah, that's George Lucas, or if it's like, like he's so kind of like melts into the film that he's just like, oh my god, George Lucas was that character. Oh my, that's fucking great,
right?
Because again, he has a very distinct drawl in the way that he talks, and I'm sure that's something you can fix in post editing and in the audio itself. But I mean, I'm just curious to see what George Lucas is going to do with the character. Like he comes in, you just called me a banana.
Yeah. First we get Martin Scorsese in Mandalorian and Grogu. Now we're getting George Lucas in the Minions. What is happening here? All these old guys taking up all the voice acting roles.
Martin Scorsese killed it in the Mandalorian and Grogu. His character was fucking great.
His character was Martin Scorsese.
He was Martin Scorsese as Martin Scorsese, but I mean, like, just the way he reacts to things. Nope, we're closed, and it's like runs away. I'm like, oh my god, this is great.
Yeah, it's funny. So, Minions and Monsters is set to hit theaters on July 1st, starring George Lucas.
Yeah, they're bringing all the bananas with them.
I know, it's great. He's like, what if this is a lightsaber banana?
What if the banana was a lightsaber?
Maybe the Minions should be more green. All right.
Banana.
All right, next story. Insert working title here. A new original animated series with the working title, Journey, has been announced by Disney for Disney Plus. The show is currently in production from Disney Kids and Family and the Obamas Higher Ground Productions Company. So Obama's working with Disney.
Ooh, I'm intrigued a little bit more on this now.
Since you're intrigued, we have a Yes, we can. Opsis, new IP from Disney Synopsis.
Yes, we can. Opsis, new IP from Disney Synopsis. Synopsis.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can. Yes,
Yes,
we can.
we
Yes,
can.
we can. I'm just gonna do the yes chant too.
That doesn't work.
It still works.
And does Obama still do that? No.
Yes,
Obama
we
can't do
can.
that.
Yes, we can. See, it still works. Yes, we can.
It always feels weird when they do it for Brie. You know, feels weird.
Yeah, but it's because because she's married to Daniel Bryan. But I mean, you're gonna tell me Daniel Bryan isn't a yes we can kind of guy?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
we
know he is.
All right. When the energy shield protecting her city begins to fall, Journey answers a mysterious call that leads her beyond its walls and into the forbidden lands beyond. In the new world, she uncovers the truth about her father's disappearance and discovers a powerful magic within herself that may hold the key to saving her people. Interesting. I like it. Though she sounds like Moana, but I like it. All right, stay tuned for updates on the series as we learn more about the journey of Journey in Journey. They better call this show
Don't
Journey.
stop believing. Hold on to that feeling.
Street lights,
People.
Oh, we're getting taken down.
Serenading our entire audience here.
We're getting taken down.
Meanwhile, Eric and Matt in the chat doing the yes chants. So
Yeah, there you go. What's up, Eric? There you go. Eric's in the house. That's
Hell
like
yeah.
a wrestling chat.
Yeah.
Side note: when are we going to do a wrestling podcast? I just
we
want to throw
need
that out
to do another wrestling show. It's been a while, man.
there. Just throwing it out.
I've been kind of I've been off WWE a little bit, and especially after what was it, like 2 weeks ago, some of the things that have been going on. It's just like, man, just the product is falling off again, and I think it's not. I'm not even blaming WWE creative at this point. I think it's TKO keeps putting their hands in things, and it's like, God, you guys are way worse. I have been watching AAA, and AAA is way better. It's a way better story than regular WWE, even though WWE is running it now. I've been contemplating going back to AEW because everybody keeps talking about how good AEW's been the last couple of months. So,
well, I mean, Chad Gable's bringing that story to Raw. So come on now.
I did see a video of Alpha Academy confronting Chad Gable, and I did like the way that they did that story where kind of they want to forgive him, but then what's her name?
Maxine
Dupree.
Dupree.
Yeah, Maxine Dupree is like, no, we're not forgiving you because you're an asshole, and I like that.
Sacramento's own Maxine Dupree.
That's right. I keep forgetting that she's from Sacramento.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna keep it going. Finding a way to bridge animation and live action films. Broadway star Lin-Manuel Miranda has been involved with making the music in Disney hit Moana and all its iterations since the film's first released in 2020 or in 2016. Now it's been revealed that Miranda has penned a new original song from the film titled Along the Way, with both Moana actresses leading the vocals. The song is performed by Catherine Laga'aia, who portrays Moana in the upcoming live-action film. Of course, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who reprises his role as Maui, is in it as well. But then Ali'i Carvalho, who voiced Moana in the animated film Moana 1 and 2, is also on the song. It's really kind of cool how they put it all together. So
I'm more curious what Ali'i's like doing in this, like, because is she in the film?
I don't think she's in the film. I think they just pulled her in for this song. I did see the press junket that they put together, like at the Aulani, and she was there. She was raving about the new Moana, super happy. And then I think they just pulled her in for the song. Maybe she has a role in it in the film, like playing a different character, but
yeah,
I don't think so. It's only The Rock. Come on, only The Rock can bridge the gap. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay.
He's the bloodline. He's the bloodline tying the two together. All right. So in the featurette, Johnson said, "We all agreed that Lin-Manuel Miranda should write one more song." Miranda said, "What's really wonderful is Auli'i is a producer in the she's a producer in the film.
Right.
So we thought, what if there's a musical conversation between um, Auli'i's Moana and Katie's Moana? That's actually pretty cool. That became the idea for the song. You can listen to the song along the way. Now available on Spotify. The live action Moana is set to set sail into theaters on July 10th.
So I'm sure you've been listening to it on repeat.
Yeah, I listened to it. It's pretty good. I like it. I like it.
Story wise, it still doesn't make sense to me. And like I said, like my whole thing is, it's not that I'm against it. It's more like if Auli'i doesn't have a character in the movie,
Mhm,
then it feels a little disjointed to just have her in there because she was the animated version of the character.
mhm.
Like I feel like you need to have a story, like a story reason for her to be there. Like if she's like a relative of Moana, if she is, like maybe she plays Tafiti,
Oh,
which would
could be.
be kind of cool. Like if she played Tafiti, like something like that, where you have her interacting with the goddess or something like that, and Auli'i plays like the goddess that she's dealing with.
I mean, maybe they brought her in because Auli'i can sing. She got pipes.
She does.
She's a great singer, and maybe they just wanted to bring some more of that original Moana vibe into this without like making it new, but without losing that connection. So I think it's kind of cool that they have both Moanas on one track. That's pretty interesting
I
to me.
think for the music, it's cool and whatnot, but like I said, like if it is something that was written for the film, like I like bringing her in just for a song and not having a story reason for her being there almost feels kind of just like, okay, well, you're doing fan service for the sake of fan service, but it doesn't add to the story.
Yeah.
You know what
I
I
mean,
mean?
we'll see. I mean, it could just be her singing on the song because they wanted her vocals
Yeah.
on it.
And
So we'll see.
if
You
that's
know,
the case, that's cool. As long as it's not something where she's singing a song and she's interacting with, Auli'i's version of the character, and it's like that just feels like there's no reason for it. But if it's like Auli'i's singing the song and it's just like what's playing in the background, that I'm okay with.
yeah. This isn't like Mulan where it's all Asian actors and then they bring in Donny Osmond to sing the main song, okay? All right.
Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns.
It's such a banger of a song too, but
It
I'm
is.
like,
That
really?
song is such a banger, dude.
With Donny Osmond makes me feel so many different ways about that song. Anyway, yeah, I dig this. But you know what? You know what's interesting? I just went and saw Frozen on Broadway here in Sacramento. And they did this one scene, so it's a live action, stage play. And they did this one really cool scene. Like I picked up on it, my son picked up on it, where they do the transition of young Anna and Elsa to the older Anna and Elsa. And there's this one point, like it's a split second, maybe not even a second, where it's young Anna leaving the stage, but it's the older teenage Anna coming on stage. And they just pause for 1 second as they transition and look at each other, make eye contact, and then go about things. And it was like such a cool moment. I don't know why it sticks out in my brain, but I thought it was amazing how they made that transition. In a weird way, this is that kind of transition where she's passing the torch from her version of Moana to somebody else's version of Moana.
Yeah.
Also, Eric, how dare you disgrace the name of the rock?
Dwayne Dwayneson.
How dare you? How dare you? Was that our last story?
That is our last story. Just real quick, again, one more thing that Eric said. He says, "Hell no, bring in Luis Miguel to sing it." I don't know if I told him this story or if he did that on his own. When I was growing up, you may not know who Luis Miguel is. Luis Miguel was a massive Spanish pop star in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And my entire family used to call me Luis Miguel because they said I look like Luis Miguel, right? Um, and it's kind of funny because he just said bring in Luis Miguel. I'm like, I don't know. Did you just call me Luis Miguel, dude? My mom would appreciate that.
Well, I'm looking up pictures of Luis Miguel. Okay, look at you. Okay,
Maybe when I was a kid. I don't know if I still look like him now, but I mean, like when I was a kid, everybody said I looked like Luis Miguel.
all right, okay, maybe with a tan. All right, I like it. I like it.
He said I did tell him that story, so okay.
Old,
I had
old
to
head
like
of
make
hair.
sure.
I like it.
I had to make sure. I was like, did I tell you that story? I don't remember if I told you. I probably told him that story when we went to the AEW show.
There you go. I'm surprised Eric didn't want who's it? Peso Pluma to sing the Moana song.
Peso Pluma. No. Actually, what's funny is there would actually be lineage to this. It's our boy Bad Bunny. Have him come in, put some auto tune on. Have him sing a little bit.
Right.
If you don't know the lineage and the link between Hawaii and Puerto Rico, there is a lot of connection to that.
Yeah.
Because basically when the U.S. Essentially invaded Hawaii, they brought a bunch of Puerto Rican labor with them, and Puerto Ricans kind of like cultivated the island. So there's a lot of like connection between Hawaii and Puerto Rico. So
There's
just
also like a bargaining chip
yeah,
as
yeah.
well for like, oh, Puerto Rico and I think the Spanish were still occupying or something like that.
Mhm.
And they're like, we're gonna take it over, but we also had to take over Hawaii or something. I forgot exactly how it went, but there's another political connection there.
Right. Right. So, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for that was the last story that we had for the day. So, let's talk about our schedule, guys. Let's talk about all the things that we got going on. Tuesdays, distance starting from 6:30 to 8:30. Come and check out the show. Thursdays, the build. This week's gonna be really fun, guys. For all my Lego fans that are out there, Allison Gale from season 5 of Lego Masters is going to be on the show this week. We're going to be talking some Lego, having a whole bunch of fun. She's done a lot since then, and we'll be building some Lego. I'm still building the Seinfeld set, so we're doing that right there. And then of course Friday, we still do game nights. We still have our games and everything going. We will let you guys know if we're doing D&D this week, but if not, we'll figure something out. I think earlier this week, when we were or on Friday, this last Friday, we finally did our giveaway stream for all the Lego kits. And I think because we had a lot of people who gave us super chats.
Oh, nice.
We had a lot of super chats on Friday, so I think we said that because of all the super chats we didn't hit our goal, but because of all the super chats we got, I think we're gonna do another Jackbox games night pretty soon. So you guys can come and hang out with us and listen to some Jackbox games or get involved with box games. Also on Thursday, that's right, Sandra DeLong in the chat. Also on Thursday, DeLong Fam Cosplay will be on. We're gonna after the interview with Allison, we will be doing a debrief. We'll talk about Sinister Creature Con and everything that we did over the weekend. Whole hell of a lot of fun. Chris Chipperson back in the chat. Yeah, what's up, bro? And then of course tomorrow DeLong Fam Cosplay is having their giveaway. They finally hit 200 subscribers this weekend. So
yay! Thanks
yeah.
everybody. Appreciate you helping out DeLong Fam Cosplay.
That's right. I'm a little buzzed, but I gotta check in. Love you guys.
Good old Chris. I like Chris.
We love you, Chris Chipperson. We do play Drawful, and it's hilarious when we do because none of us can draw. Anyways, that is our schedule for this week, guys.
Hey, I'll play Drawful with you, but as long as Eric's on my team, because I need a ringer.
Are you gonna come on Friday?
If Eric's on my team, the actual artist, the comic book artist, Eric, yes,
right.
He can be on my team. Ringer.
Bringing Marco Antonio Solis to sing.
All right. Okay. Here we go. It's like
All right.
90s music all over again.
Hell yeah, he's bringing in all the Latino pop stars, bro. All right, let's talk about this, guys. So you can follow us on all the social medias, all the places if it exists. We are there. Connect with us everywhere at Distance Nerding, or of course you can shoot us an email, guys. Still haven't gotten any of those hate emails, guys. Again, the goal is to get James to cry on stream.
I'm ready to cry, guys.
You just whatever you guys send us. If it is something really bad, then I'll edit it to a point, but refer to what you guys are talking about. But just make sure, guys, that whatever it is that you want to tell us, you have a suggestion that we have something you guys want us to talk about. If you want to give us an idea for a segment, guys, maybe we want to write a new segment. You guys give us an idea for a segment. How about that? I like that. I like the idea of that. You know what? I dig that. Give us ideas, guys, and shoot us at distancenerding@aol.com. We will read your comments on air, but we will also, if you send us any suggestions for the show, we'll try and implement that kind of stuff as long as it makes sense, you know. Obviously, we're not gonna do something where it's like, all right, it's the hate hour, let's go and hate on everybody. Like, I'm not gonna do that, but still.
All right, sounds good.
All right. Well, before I have James take us home, Bruce, buddy, time to go to bed. Go to sleep.
Go to sleep, Bruce, even though it's sunlight outside.
Yeah. Sunlight until like 10 o'clock, dude. So, go to bed, buddy. All right, James, take us home, man.
Thanks, and keep nerding together.
That's right. All right,
Deuces.
guys. Later. Deuces.
Where's Matt?
Distance Nerding.